if it's all working
Yeah, I
okay.
think so.
All right, if you'd like to introduce yourself, Pat, and where you're from.
My name is Pat Noone. I am from a place called East Galway, a place called Kilconnell. It's on the west coast of Ireland. It's uh, it's the most beautiful part of the world you'll ever see. So it is.
Yes, from the
I
videos
have
I've
a farm.
seen, it is beautiful.
Yes, yes, I'm a traditional Irish farmer. So I am.
And how
I
long has your
farm.
farm been in your family, Pat? Sorry about that.
It's probably in my family for 200 years at least, anyway. It is nearly as long as the birth of Australia.
True, true.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm a traditional farmer. I farm some cows, some sheep, and horses, and I have a few pigs. I do sheepdog trials, but the most important part of the farm, I suppose, is I have a fairy fort on it, and I have a curtain, which is very, very unique now with the winter solstice. Uh, it's 3.5, 4, 5,000 years old. We don't know. There's no written history in it, but it's the only one in Galway, in my district.
Oh,
And
wow.
I have a port, yeah, and I have a porthole to the fairy world. So I have a good few historical things on that piece of property.
Yes, you do. And for those that don't know, what's a curtain? Am I saying it right?
It's not a curtain, it's a cairn. It's an ancient place where an Irish chieftain has been buried.
That's right,
It's
yep.
it's a massive big hill. It's a big hill and it's man-made. It was made before the invention of the wheel.
Oh, wow. So
So,
wonderful
well, as
ancient
Ireland is,
artifacts.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sitting on a very ancient part of Ireland at the present time, and I suppose Ireland will probably be the rebirth of the new world again with the way things is going. People has gone back to the land and gone back to the old ways of true living.
Yes. Yep. And so we
And
should at
I
this point.
suppose, yes, yes, I do a lot of land healing for farmers then all over the world. I'm a land healer as well. I bring peace to land where land is unsettled or unhappy. I do healings for people, and I've been out to England and America and different places doing it. I'm busy enough here in Ireland locally and in and around doing that as well. So fire any questions you have at me.
Well, I'm fascinated to know. I heard that they paid for your trip to America. A farmer, is that right?
I, I just missed that bit there now. What did you say? Sorry to.
A farmer in the United States paid for your trip for a healing.
They paid for my trip on into New England. So they did, and Tissan, but I have been asked out and been paid for to England as well and to Denmark. I have lots of places being paid to go, but a lot of the time I don't want to go. I do a lot of land healing now over the phone. People will send me pieces of their property, and I can do it here in my own farm.
Yeah. And those that
So I
want
can.
to can contact you on your Facebook page.
They can contact me on my Facebook page so they can, and I can help them out, especially where people has troubles with land and troubles with sick animals and sick people themselves.
Yeah. And now I'm interested
So yeah,
in your stories with the Fae.
yeah, I have met the Fae on a good few occasions. I suppose it's not an unusual for me to meet the Fae, but there's other people has met them besides me. If you look up my Facebook, you will see people where people has wrote about their experiences here on the farm this summer just gone by, where people came camping and they had seen the Fae, and the Fae done little tricks on them, and it's a different kind of a thing. So it is, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's people out there doing great work, I suppose, and a lot of people comes here to the farm to experience the Fae and that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone.
Hello.
Hello there. Yeah, I was just interrupted, so I was on the phone there.
No, that's all
But
right.
I hope, yeah, sure, that's what you do. There's just a lot of people after coming in there to the kitchen there now from another county there. They're coming for healings. There's a few of them farmers. They're bringing gifts of spuds and cabbages and different things for the Christmas, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And how does your wife think about all this?
Sometimes she gets crazy and fucks me out of it for all the people that's coming. She has said that we will have no one for the Christmas. She hopes,
Y-
but I'm just after proving that wrong. There's 4 or 5 people just gone into the kitchen there now, so there is.
Oh no.
But that's the way it is. That's what when you let yourself out for this. I suppose before I went on Facebook and that I thought it was very local, you know what I mean? It was only within 20, 30 kilometres,
Yeah.
40 miles, you know?
Yeah.
But now, like with a million and a half hits on Facebook, it's international, you know? And people has come to me with stories from different places, in England especially, and Germany, and different countries like that, where people has experienced fae in their country and they want to see it. And New Zealand, a lot of people from New Zealand has contacted me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Fae is very close to the New Zealand tradition of the Maori as well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is it's a worldwide thing, you know. There's a lot of people out there in the world that has done different things, and I suppose I'm bringing a lot of people together,
You
you know.
are. You are. You're doing good
You,
work.
you see, yeah, the faith it's very spiritual, so it is. It's a very spiritual thing, you know,
Yes.
and and uh, and it's real spirituality. The faith. It's not religious. It has nothing to do with religion at all. So make no mistake in that. It has crossed all religious boundaries. I suppose the faith is the true religion of Ireland, really and truly. It's the old religion. That's where people went when they had any troubles. That's where people went when they were sick, when there was this, that, and the other wrong with them. And that's where people went when they couldn't be buried on, I suppose, Christian graveyards, especially babies that was unbaptized in. I suppose up into the 70s, they wouldn't be allowed into consecrated graveyards, so that they would bring them to the Fay
Yeah.
fields like mine to carry them across the River Jordan, and
Yeah.
the Fae never refused.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I suppose the first of May then it'd be the big Fay month, where people had come here to the farm to wash their faces in the dew under the Fay trees to keep them young, you know.
Yep. The elixir of life.
Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. So it is, you know. But yeah, there's different things, and I hope I'm answering some of your questions.
You are. You are answering more than I can ever hope for.
Have you ever visited Ireland yourself?
I have been to England. I have been to Scotland. Have not made it to Ireland before, no.
Well, you'll have to make it to Ireland. You'll have to make it to Ireland, to our green and misty land,
Yes,
our
I
mystical
will.
land of mist and rain.
Yep, I have to now.
You definitely have to and pay a visit to the Fairfield. And if you want healing and that, you'll be quite welcome to receive it from me here as well, you know.
Oh, thank you very much, Pat. Yes, I will let you know.
Of course. Everybody, there's a lot of people has came here. I had a representative, the Queen of England came here. I have a letter from the palace thanking me for taking care of them. So I have all sorts of people comes here, all spiritual people, all people of lovers of the land, all these, especially landed people, people that is interested in land and interested in. I suppose the climate now has taken over. Like we were talking about the land all my life.
Yeah.
Now everybody is talking about the climate and the land, so I don't feel alone anymore.
Yeah, that's it. And you have special stones on your property as well. If you want to,
I have a few stones. Is right. I have a few stones. I have one stone that has an eagle's head on it, carved in,
yes.
and I have another stone which is a fertility stone. And a lot of people comes here that can't have kids or whatever, and there's great success with it. I have great success. I do get a text at least once a month thanking me for the service of the stone. But now I see a lot of people is coming here to find partners,
Oh, okay. Yep.
and look, and that does work as well. I do sometimes put people together that comes here accidentally more than anything else. I don't do it professionally. But some people, I do get them. I do get them, hit them off together when you know what they'll be like and that.
Yep. Yep.
It's happened a few turns this year now. It's not. I don't do it. I don't do it at all really. But it just happens because I'm too busy with the healings and I'm too busy with land healings and farmers coming to me, and then I'm busy farming myself as well.
Yeah. Yep.
And I do tours here on the Fairham as well. The tours has got very big. People want to come to see the fairy field, and people wanting to see the stock and see the weather thriving, and everything takes a few hours of your day.
And not just that, you've got to look after your stock, your cows, and everything on the farm.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the phone is always ringing, or the doorbell is always ringing. The kettle is always on the boil for people, and I'm just having a few people tomorrow now for the solstice to come. I generally keep it for the family here,
Yep.
but just there's one or two people that wants to come, and why not?
Yeah, that's it. You'll have to make your farm a working farm, so everyone that comes has to work.
Yeah, but work these days is very for anyone to get anyone to work. It's working is a thing of the past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose people comes on holidays. They want to be on holidays. Now I would get a scatter of people coming camping during the summer, landed people, and they'd always give me a hand at maybe doing turf or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now I was lucky enough to have a few Italian students here, and I had them doing some stone wall, and I done a little course with them on stone wall and that.
And how did they go? Did they do a
So
good job?
yeah, they have learned some skills here. Yeah, they have.
That's good. And have you got children of your own, Pat?
I have 4 kids of my own from 5 to 16.
Oh, wow. Yep.
So
I have
so I'm
4.
kept going. I'm busy out. Well, you know what it's like.
Yes,
There's no hiding place. As I just say, when you have 4 kids, you can hide nowhere in your house or your farm. You will be found.
that's it. And what do they think of the
So,
people, visitors, and all that sort of thing?
they actually like it, I think. Well, look at, I don't know. I think they like it. I'm not too real pushed what they like, but I think they do like it. They're kind of into this. My eldest girl now is working 2 days a week in Tomas Gullen's local hotel, and I suppose popular demand he looked for because she has met so many people here. We do a bit of B&B here as well for people that comes. A farm stay, you could get a you'll get a cup of tea with a chipped mug in it and that. But we have all our own organic meat, and we get our organic vegetables from our neighbours up the road, and so that has a draw on itself, you know.
Yes, it does. Yep. Have you still got the teepees?
I have them down for the winter. I have them down for the winter now.
Yep.
I now indeed I could have left them up for the last month. It has been so mild, but I took them down for the winter. People just come and stay in the teepees as well,
Yep.
you know. But I might just put up a timber structure there in the springtime for people to stay in, and a little a stove, and it might be just the way to go with the demand of people that's here. Maybe for a a 2 bed wooden log cabin of some description, and look at it. It's an idea I have. If I can get a few bits of finance together, I will do it. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so that's the story of my life and my farm anyway, Michelle. You know.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you as well for calling me, and a happy and merry Christmas and a merry Yale to you. And I know you won't be. You'll be out on the beach eating your turkey and ham or whatever you do have.
Yep.
But we're getting nearly like that now. Here it's gone very mild. Here today it's 13 degrees, so we won't be too far from your climate shortly.
Well, that's it. Do you normally get snow?
That's the crazy. No, no, no. Snow is a 30, 40 year phenomenon this time of the year.
Okay.
2010, I think, was the last time we got a big snow or whatever. It's a 50 years phenomenon, you know.
Yep, yep.
But we don't really need snow here in Ireland either. We have enough of water besides snow. We have a nice damp climate. It's a good place to grow trees and grow grass. We're a great grass producing country. We
Yep.
produce a lot of grand green grass for animals. So look at we don't really want snow. We leave the snow to the people in the Alps.
That's it.
So I'll wish you a good night. I'm going in here. I have people in here in the kitchen, and I'll put on the kettle for them.
Okay, well, I'll let you do that. It's 7 o'clock in the morning here for me.
Well, a happy morning, and may the sun shine in your face and the wind be in your back all day long.
Thank you very much, Pat. Okay.
Thank you. Bye, bye,
Bye
bye, bye,
bye.
bye.